I did it again. I did it again. The Packers blew it again. How in the world did a warm weather team from California go into Green Bay, freezing temperature, and beat the cold weather team? How does that happen? These 49ers, they really went into Green Bay and sent the number one seed Packers. They eliminated them. They sent them home. I'm shocked at this game yesterday because I knew that Aaron Rodgers, he was 0-3 against the 49ers in the playoffs leading up to this. They've had his number in the postseason, but I just can't believe the way that Green Bay blew this game. First of all, they only scored 7 points through 3 quarters. Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur, they didn't show up for most of that game. And secondly, Jimmy Garoppolo, he didn't even look that good last night. He makes this terrible throw right before halftime where he scrambles to his right and then he throws that interception near the end zone. And it was the same exact throw that got intercepted by the Cowboys last week. That same throw, which let Dallas get back into that game last week in Arlington, Texas. He makes the same exact mistake. There's a few other plays that should have got intercepted, and the 49ers, they're able to bail him out with that defense. And special teams, they blocked the field goal right before halftime when the Packers got the ball back after the interception, and then they block a punt. They block a punt and returned it for a touchdown. Man, the 49ers... Jimmy G, like, there's all these memes about it. All the memes say it. Jimmy G really is that kid that did nothing in the group project and gets an A. Jimmy G really is that guy. Props to the San Francisco 49ers, man. Especially Deebo Samuel, Eric Armstead, Elijah Mitchell, and Nick Bosa. Those boys, even with that sputtering offense, even with this quarterback and Jimmy Garoppolo, who really wasn't doing them any favors, they found a way to win. And the Green Bay Packers, this team, so these past 2 seasons, they went to the NFC Championship and lost both times. 2019, they went to the NFC Championship, lost to the 49ers in San Francisco. I think Jimmy Garoppolo only threw that ball like 8 times. Green Bay, they just could not stop the run in that game. Raheem Mostert, I believe he had over 200 yards rushing. They go back to the NFC Championship in 2020. This time they get it at home. For the first time, the Packers with Aaron Rodgers, they've been to the NFC Championship like 6 or 7 times. In 2020, they finally get the NFC Championship at home. And what did they do? They lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In large part due to a controversial decision by Matt LaFleur to not go for it on 4th down, knowing that you wouldn't have had the lead with a field goal and knowing that you're going to give Tom Brady the ball back. So those back-to-back NFC Championship losses in 2019 and 2020 to the 49ers and Buccaneers. Then this game. This is a home playoff game, divisional playoff game. They got the number 1 seed. They got the bye. Home playoff game. They lose to the 49ers again. Aaron Rodgers, the 49ers really are his kryptonite. The 49ers own Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. I don't know if it's because he's just struggling, like he has those demons in his head about the 49ers passing on him in the draft back in 2005. I don't know what's going on, but this guy, the 49ers just really own Aaron Rodgers when it comes to the postseason. And I've been saying this for a long time. The Green Bay Packers are the biggest underachievers in the entire NFL. No team underachieves more than Green Bay. This team has been blessed with quarterbacks like none other. No other team has benefited from quarterback play like the Green Bay Packers have. They have had back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks in Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, and they only got 2 Super Bowl wins to show for it. They beat the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 31, 1996, and they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in Super Bowl 45, 2010. Just 2 Super Bowl wins. And they've only been to 3. Besides the 2 I mentioned, they went to Super Bowl 32 in 1997, but lost to the Denver Broncos and John Elway. John Elway finally got his first Super Bowl. And This team, they really should have accomplished more. Green Bay Packers have gotten elite quarterback play. Since 1992, Green Bay Packers, they have had the best quarterback play in the NFL. They got Brett Favre in 1992, and they really should have accomplished more. Since 1992, they have not had to worry about quarterback play. They have had elite quarterbacks. They have benefited from quarterback play that some teams they've never seen throughout their entire franchise's history. And what have they done with it? They've won just 2 Super Bowls, and they've been to just 3. Just 3 Super Bowls and only 2 wins. Realistically, the Packers should have like 5 or 6 Super Bowls combined between Favre and Rodgers. This team underachieves. They underachieve on a constant basis. And listen, Packer fans, come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Because Packer fans, they can't tell us Eagles fans nothing. Nothing, okay? Because we Eagles fans, we had eternal bragging rights over the Green Bay Packers. We beat you in the 1960 NFL Championship. That was Vince Lombardi's only playoff loss. The great Vince Lombardi, that was the only time he lost a playoff game. It was to the Eagles. And we beat you in that other playoff game in 2003, 4th and 26, when Donovan McNabb threw that miracle pass on 4th and 26 to Freddie Mitchell. You did beat us in 2010 on your way to becoming the second wildcard team to win a Super Bowl after the 2005 Pittsburgh Steelers. But the Eagles, we own the Packers in the playoffs. So any Packer fan, come at me, bro. Because we can talk about you guys all the time, man. We're 2-1 against you in the playoffs. We beat you in a championship. One of our 4 rings came off of you guys. So, yeah, we can talk about the Packers all we want, Eagle fans. But anyway, this 49ers team, they are scary. Scary team. They sent the Cowboys home last week. They sent the Packers home. They're the first number 6 seed to go to the they're the first number 6 seed to go to the NFC Championship since 2010. Coincidentally, the Green Bay Packers did that. They beat the Chicago Bears en route to winning the Super Bowl against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This Niners team, I would not want to see them. If I were the Buccaneers or Rams, I would be terrified of seeing this 49ers team. And then there's the Tennessee Titans. How many times is this team going to crap the bed when they get the number 1 seed? Every time this team had the number 1 seed, they've just gotten bounced. They've just gotten sent home early. 2000, the Titans were the number 1 seed. They got bounced in their first playoff game by the Ravens. Ravens went on to win the Super Bowl against the New York Giants. That Ravens team is considered one of the greatest defenses in NFL history. 2008, Titans are the number 1 seed again. They got bounced in their first playoff game again by the Ravens again. Rookie quarterback Joe Flacco sent them home. Now, 2021, they are the number 1 seed. Despite losing Derrick Henry midway in the season, this team still manages to become the number 1 seed. The Titans, they become the number 1 seed. Mike Vrabel, he's considered the coach of the year. They get beat in the first playoff game by the Bengals. The Titans, they're another one. They're another underachieving team. If I had to talk about underachieving teams, it would be the Packers, the Saints, because they only won 1 Super Bowl and only went to 1 Super Bowl with Drew Brees, and the Titans. To be the number 1 seed 3 times and get bounced in your first playoff game all 3 times, that's a monumental failure. That is a monumental failure by the Tennessee Titans. They went to the Super Bowl in 1999. They literally lost by a yard against the St. Louis Rams. They were 1 yard away from tying that game. They fell short. I think they had Steve McNair in that game. Steve McNair was their quarterback. Heartbreak. Both number 1 seeds lost. Both number 1 seeds lost yesterday. That is the first time this has happened since 2010. Back when the New England Patriots, they lost to the Jets. And the Falcons, they lost to that Packers team that I mentioned earlier who went on to win the Super Bowl. Very, very fun day of football yesterday. It definitely made up for the previous week, because the previous week, those playoff games were horrible. My Eagles got blown out by the Buccaneers. The Bills, they destroyed the Patriots. And then, what else? There was another blowout game. It was the Eagles got blown out. The Patriots got blown out. I can't remember. There was a third blowout, but I just cannot remember. Oh, the Steelers. The Steelers got blown out by the Chiefs. That was the other one. So this weekend made up for last weekend, those blowout games. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals, by the way. They're going to the AFC Championship for the first time since 1988. In that season, they went to the Super Bowl, but they lost to the San Francisco 49ers, Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. So we'll see what happens. And I'm hoping that the Rams can send the Buccaneers home, because I think the Rams versus the 49ers in the NFC Championship, that'd be very interesting, because for some reason, the Rams cannot beat the 49ers. They've lost the last 6 games against the 49ers. For some reason, the San Francisco 49ers, they own the Los Angeles Rams. And to see them match up in the NFC Championship, I think would be very interesting. Will the Rams finally get over the hump and beat the Niners when it matters most? We'll see. But yeah, I think the Buccaneers are going to lose. And I think the Chiefs are going to win, but a lot of people seem to think the Bills are actually going to beat them. This game is in Kansas City. The Bills went into Kansas City earlier this season and dominated the Chiefs, although that was very early in the year, back when the Chiefs were struggling. They were 3-4 after that loss, and then they won like 8 straight games. So it's going to be a lot different. This Chiefs team is reborn. This is the Chiefs team that we've come to know over the past few seasons since 2018. So it's going to be an exciting day of football. Peace out. Go Birds.